Previously on Queen City Supers, we've gotten some answers to some questions about Marcus's parents and what happened to them, although most of the what happened to them is a giant question mark. There was a lovely incident that might have been a trap for speedsters that Glider was able to prevent from going sideways, or whatever way whoever set it up wanted it to go. And she made a surprising discovery or two of her own on top of meeting the Inked Angel. Y'all got in a little trouble for fighting at school, but it's basically a slap on the wrist and don't make it a habit. Here's some volunteer work to do. And then some of that volunteer work included collecting a bunch of squirrels who got out of a bag, only to find out that 4 of them were actually students. 1 was a villain who managed to escape, but wasn't able to escape unnoticed, at least. And then there's one that is just a squirrel with a knife that has superpowers of some sort that has glommed onto Livewire.
That makes
Squirrel
sense.
friend, squirrel friend, squirrel friend. And Scarlet Sentinel found something out about Glider.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Scarlet now knows about the stopwatch.
Oh, my secret.
Madigan is very good at keeping secrets.
That is true. And now Bethany has just a whole host of new fears and anxieties, because why did it not come back?
Yeah, it should have come back. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Probably.
To be fair, you don't actually know a lot about the stopwatch. You have your assumptions of how you think it works. You don't actually really know anything, and you might be starting to realize that.
I don't think it's haunted. It's probably not haunted. I'm like 80% sure it's not haunted, right? I say, talking to the stopwatch. Yeah, if you have to say something's probably not haunted, I don't know.
Wait, am I here?
Ghost
Because
of
I was
Speedster's past.
hospitaled recently.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, you're in the
Past.
hospital.
Love it.
We're dealing with you. Kid Phoenix got thrown off a building.
Yeah, Kid Phoenix did get pushed off a building and managed to, when you made contact with the building, basically manipulate matter to create a sort of ramp, so you just rolled into a room. Yeah, you didn't fall that far.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
It's like 2-3 stories. I'm hurt, but I'm not
Just
like
a little
that
shaken
bad.
up, really.
You're hurt, but give it a couple weeks, some work with healers and physical therapy, you'll be okay. And you also got medical attention almost immediately thanks to an oracle who just happened to be aware something was going to be happening around that level of the building. But she wasn't exactly sure when. So do we want to start the next day, or do we want to maybe start with everyone visiting Kid Phoenix in the hospital?
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm fine with the next day. It's up to you all. I'm good with being.
We don't want to just awkwardly all be standing around
Yeah.
Kid Phoenix's hospital bed.
And I'll just. I mean, I've explained what this
staring.
person looks like, right? They have a helmet, sort of thing, and a trench coat.
I don't remember specifically how it described it, but you couldn't see any facial features, and they were wearing a long, dark coat. And they shoved you off a roof.
Yeah. They also moved very fast. To a degree that I could not track them. Like, they just jumped in front and tossed me. That's the most of the details I got. But yeah, whatever they were aiming to grab in the Institute, I assume they got it.
Very probable.
Yeah.
Felix was eventually alerted to what happened, but after they were able to confidently say that you're fine, no roll needed. He's very agitated that happened. Not upset with you in the slightest, but just I don't think for that night he lets you out of his sight.
That's fair, yeah.
It's a very intense Father-Son day.
Yeah, he eventually calms down and tries not to go full overbearing dad, but
He's such a good dad.
you were thrown off a roof. He's not particularly okay.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
And you just found out some major crazy stuff in life. So it's been a rough week.
Yeah.
I give everybody a quick rundown, hey, aside from me being hurt, did we get the squirrels? Like, did we nail that part at least? I know one of them wasn't really a squirrel.
Oh, other way, buddy. Only one of them was a squirrel.
Oh, right. Sorry, that's the head injury talking.
We point to your shoulder because the squirrel's probably sitting on your shoulder, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the one that just like got mixed in, and he's just a regular squirrel, just hanging out
With a knife.
Maybe not super regular, but I don't know what the squirrels tend to be like
Like an exceptional
around
squirrel.
this part of town.
Have you tried to take the knife away from the squirrel, or is it still holding the butter knife?
I've tried to switch it out for just like a smaller toy knife, like just a little bitty one, so that he can kind of hold it closer and it not get in the way too much, because I don't want to get whacked in the face with a butter knife turning my head.
Yeah.
True.
The squirrel was very reluctant at first, but when you held up, I'm picturing it's almost like a little. Where did it go? Like a little like plastic sword that would go with the figure.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of something like that. But
Yeah.
I feel like this guy just like is a transplant from New York or New Jersey or something.
Yeah, for our listeners, I have a little miniature copy of Aragorn's sword from Lord of the Rings.
Glam drink? No, that might be
No. That Glamdring is Gandalf's sword. That's Anduril.
Anduriel. I know this because now they're Magic the Gathering cards, so it's easier to remember. I should have caught that because Glamdring has Gandalf in the art holding the sword.
It is Narsil reforged
Yeah.
into Anduril.
Billy is very excited.
Billy loves hearing about swords
It's plastic.
and knives.
Ask us about our bonus features where we put a squirrel in
Well,
front of the Lord of the
lucky
Rings
Billy,
trilogy.
he found a knife guy or a sword guy. I love swords.
Yeah.
And the ones that were squirrels but weren't actually squirrels and were actually like human, youth like us, they were European exchange super students. So I'm sure that was a great experience for them.
Did we get them turned back into human?
We did.
Yeah, they've been turned back into people.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we had or not.
All the students are fine. You catch Kid Phoenix up, and then the next day, Kid Phoenix, you're allowed to leave. You still hurt.
Yeah.
It will limit some of what you can do, but you're still able to get up and move around, and you are offered some resources for physical therapy to help you through it, as well as maybe some powered people who can help at least decrease some of the discomfort after physical therapy. Speeds things up a little bit. They can't make it all go away.
Did we run into the Phoenix at all? Like at the hospital?
Probably, yeah.
I think definitely while everyone was out there, maybe when he was coming or going, Glider like bumped into him and was just like, "Oh hey, Mr. the Phoenix. Just Phoenix. Wow, Marcus was so brave, like teleporting up to fight the villain, like on his own. Like, wild, great time. He did get thrown off a little bit of the building, a little bit. But he handled that, and it's hey, can I so you know how you can fly? So you probably he can't do that yet. Hopefully maybe he can learn or figure something out similar. But you can fly, so you usually don't. You use the platforms to get to the Hero Institute. But you know how there's lots of tunnels. There's lots of tunnels under the building, the entry tunnels. And you probably don't take those. You probably don't take those very often unless you were meeting someone. If you ever did that, maybe you should tell Marcus about it.
Roll mundane.
Oh God.
As he's trying to vibe check what exactly you're referring to.
Please, I need to pass this. Please. Oh, I am not joking. I rolled 2 6s and I have a +2. I rolled a 14.
Yeah!
Oh,
I think you did fine.
So what does he get with his vibe check as he's just like, what are you talking about?
not that I did or didn't see anything, but if I did maybe see something that he didn't want someone else to see, he should probably tell Marcus about it. Basically, what I saw after my speedster adventure, and I went back under the city to the Hero Institute, and I maybe saw him. Yeah, he needs to tell Marcus about that, maybe. But I'm not going to tell anybody about it.
He does briefly blush like a schoolgirl as he realizes he's just like, noted. Forgot that there was a tunnel in that area. There will be a conversation, just trying to figure out how best to explain things, because he's already had a lot dumped on him.
Yeah, so much. Yeah. And it's not even, like, you wouldn't be dumping that on him. It's just, just something to share about yourself, which is great. I'm gonna go. You're great. I'm gonna go. And I'm speedster away.
Yeah, just
New.
There's a little sound effect.
Yeah.
Little dust cloud of you left behind in your wake.
Can I get a mundane roll from Marcus as the Phoenix comes back into the room after that conversation?
Boy, I love it because it feels like I'm losing my mind. It's like, hey, my dad just came in and was like, "Look, so glad you're safe, son. Anyways."
Really waits till you're not, like, in traction in the hospital.
Okay, so that's a 4 plus 0, so just a 4. I just fail.
You're distracted.
Yeah, I'm too busy trying to, I guess, like, testing out the new cast and everything. Is there, like, having applied it recently. Oh, I do level up from that, though.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Failed successfully.
You do get the impression that he's hiding something. There's something that he knows that's happened while you were in the hospital that he's hiding from you.
That does not surprise me one bit. At this point, anyway. Hey, I saw that, they fit me with the cast. They told me with the healers and everything, I should be good to leave tomorrow. Mostly shaken up. You doing okay?
Absolutely understandable. I'm a little freaked out because my kid just got thrown off a roof. It's not a great time. I'm very glad to see you're relatively okay, though.
I mean, it's understandable that this would happen at some point, given my job. This guy was way faster than any of the villains I fought normally, though.
Your friend mentioned you teleported?
Oh, yeah, don't know how to explain that one. That one probably has to do with all the weird powers I told you about before.
Yeah, you're having quite a few surprises show up.
I really wish my powers were stable and normal and I didn't have to. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, it'll be okay. Now that we know weird things are happening, we can adjust accordingly. It'll be alright. And there's a small part of you that doesn't trust the way he words that.
Yeah, I don't like when someone is like, it'll be alright, and like every couple of weeks I get to manifest some new nightmare.
Something that all of you would be aware of is they do have facilities and things set up for people who are unable to control their powers.
Oh.
Yeah, that would make
Just-
sense.
Yeah, facilities to like keep them safe and help dampen their powers until they can either find a way to get it under control or find a way to use them without hurting themselves. There is a whole division of oracles that is their job, is to keep an eye out for those so they can get people to a safe space before their powers kick in, because sometimes if you can get them somewhere that suppresses the powers when the power kicks in, it won't be as difficult to be able to rein it back and get it to where they can control it. That has never been a concern of something that you're part of. They also make sure that you get to speak to people who are specialized in like helping people through the psychological trauma of that, because that's terrifying and stressful.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of, they do their best to take care of it, but you've never had to worry about that. But now there's part of you, a small part in the back of your mind, Is he gonna set one of those up for me in the roost?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's certainly something to think about now. Especially because one of my powers is literally manner manipulation. I could accidentally nuke a thing if I'm not careful with that power. And now I can also teleport, so now I'm a teleporting nuke. Yeah, that could be really bad. Oh gosh, now I'm like really worried about my powers getting out of hand in like a catastrophic cascading kind of way. Okay. I love low dice rolls giving me existential dread. That's fun.
Existential dread with a little piece of, does he really think I can't handle this?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm holding on to like all of my, I don't know if I get them fixed after like healing in the hospital, but I have all of my.
You do have quite a few conditions.
Oh.
Those don't go away.
You're right. I have to do the stuff to get rid of them.
I will let you remove one.
Okay, that is fine.
Just through your stay in the hospital, keeping in mind the conversation and your new fears that have been unlocked. You're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll kind of sit with that, and as he leaves, look at my hands and get a little bit of a shudder as I imagine the scary hands that show up on occasion. They haven't been present in a while, but now I'm a little bit more worried about them.
You do feel the sensation like someone standing behind you putting their hands on your shoulders.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Creepy.
Definitely shiver.
Jesse looks like you wanted to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Glider had definitely been there, like, hanging out with the group, and, like, your dad, she just didn't come back. She just dips.
That's fair. It was a vaguely awkward thing you confronted a grown adult about.
Yeah. Not just any grown adult. The Phoenix, who's also my friend's dad. Great.
You've seen him in sweatpants and a t-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it even weirder.
So what does everyone else do that night?
The next character I play will have no famous backstory and will not have this weird baggage of like class dynamics.
Surprise! DM
Surprise!
gives you a famous backstory.
Surprise! The class dynamics were there the whole time. You exist in capitalism. Woo!
So does anyone else do anything special that night, or do we all just go home, do our usual?
Snuggle the cat. The offer is always up for everybody to come over for pizza, but don't have to.
I think Livewire would just kind of go back to their dorm apartment and rack their brain based on Kid Phoenix's description to figure out, do I know anything about what this entity was, what this person was?
Assess the situation or pierce the mask as you try and figure out who it is.
Let's see if I have any different thing for that. So, superior or mundane.
Once you get into your dorm, which does have like a little kitchenette area, Billy the Knife Squirrel does hop off of your shoulders and start rummaging through your cabinets.
God, what a name.
I'll do assess the situation because I have a +1 on that.
Alright, give me the roll.
Hello? Di? Where'd you go?
Run away!
It went all the way to the other side of the table halfway across the room. So we're gonna just grab some different dice and stuff.
Okay.
I love
Stay
it when
on the
dice
table,
are just
please.
really not that far away.
That's a total 8.
You get to ask one.
What here is in the greatest danger?
As you're thinking about the description, because you didn't really get to see this figure for yourself, you might at some point be able to see some footage of it, but just something about it reminds you of a story of some people who, they didn't work for your parents, but they worked with them, possibly at some point. It's like a group of 3, but they had a bit of a falling out at some point, and they all 3 went dark. And it's possible that one of them has been trying to expose the other 2. You remember the names: the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
That's such a good set of villain names. Holy cow.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh, you can partially blame Dustin because he was like, here's a random weird idea. And I'm like, I'm stealing that.
See, that's great, because, like, over under, you hear that and you're like, I don't know, the butcher's scary. The candlestick maker could be, like, weird. What's the baker gonna do? That's even more ominous.
Hansel and Gretel never saw it coming.
Yeah, it's just a giant oven that eats you.
I was more thinking arson.
I guess that works too. I immediately, though, I hear something about someone's the baker and they kill people. Do they live in a candy house?
That was a witch.
Witches can kill people too.
Yeah, they did kill people. They ate them.
You hear those names, and if one of the two has shown up here and they took great pains to be secretive and coming here, there's a chance that if one of the three is attempting to expose the other two, potentially to the Institute or to Aegis, they're coming to get rid of the problem before they become exposed. So it's one of the three that's going to be in danger.
Well then.
Also, these are not like murderously dangerous supervillains. Not like serial killer level stuff, not that, but they're not to be messed with.
Missed opportunity to not make the butcher and the candlestick maker. I guess all of them, yeah. Super spooky, but that's fair.
Sorry, are you saying that you were not spooked out by the guy that you met on the roof?
I mean, that guy was scary, but I didn't get a name. If he has a bad name, that actually retroactively makes me less scared of it. Like, if I find out his name is, like, Jimothy or something, I'm like, it's over, dude. You're no longer scary.
Sorry, Jimothy is a frog.
That's true.
I will say part of that is because I don't know how dark I can make this on radio.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like trying to
true?
keep in mind that this
Yeah.
is radio.
Ah, this is true.
They're supervillains. Like they do
Yeah.
supervillain stuff. Yeah.
They can,
We've had some pretty dark storylines with the graveyard tapes.
but this is supposed to be the fun action-packed spin-off.
And it is.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, it is supposed to be. How are you enjoying the trauma, Marcus?
It's
Um,
fine.
yeah,
I was actually
Marcus.
going to ask for, like, listeners of both, which group is more competent? Because I have a feeling... I have a feeling it fluctuates depending on who's.
It
which
varies
group
on the day.
Yeah, it really
Depends-
does.
True.
Depends on who's
True.
in charge.
Yeah.
There's one brain cell, and we're playing badminton with
Yeah.
it.
When did my cats get involved?
Let's be real, it's my brain cell. It took it a long time ago.
Woo.
Yeah, so slight correction. Those three, they weren't trying to take over the world necessarily, but perhaps to build their own empire, kind of like what your parents did. And then there was falling out, and it's two of them have been trying to find the one who is trying to expose them. So it's been a cat and mouse game for a while, but now one of them is here.
And we don't know which one.
No, because you asked what's in the greatest danger, so you don't get the name of who it is, but
No.
you have narrowed it down from literally could be anyone to you have some context for which needle in the haystack.
Yeah, it's a 3-card Monty game instead of a haystack now.
Exactly.
I did end up taking the not human enough. When I directly engage a threat in a terrifying way, I can mark a condition to choose an additional option, even if I miss. So I'm gonna fold a little bit more into my scary powers because I really want to prove that I can control them. So that is from the playbook that has to do with the transformed, I think.
Proof to who, KP? Proof to who?
To
What a
Dad
good
mostly,
question.
but also to everyone else. 'Cause now I'm like,
Not to yourself?
well, yes to myself because my body is actively changing all the time without my consent, and I'm sure there's something thematically appropriate there. But I'd like to prove that to me too.
You are going through a very intense case of super puberty.
Yeah, it's puberty too, but like I keep manifesting nightmare powers.
So it's not the electric boogaloo.
Have you
Exactly.
tried going really fast and outrunning your problems?
God, I wish.
It's great.
That's what Glider's doing, and how is that working
It's
for you?
working so well.
Are you trying to say that despite all of our, like, friendly chats where we check in with one another, our problems are bigger than just the power of friendship?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Never.
Wow.
It's true.
When you ignore them and don't talk about them or address them using your words.
I love that. Listeners, talk about your
That's
problems.
How much more community service volunteering did we have to do after that caper?
Yeah, like after that, do we have to, like, a week later? They're like, actually, you need to clean up at the park, and all of the swing sets are evil now, or something.
They all swing on their own.
Yeah, that was a bit of a special case. It's a certain amount of hours, and you can use anything that you would normally be doing for school and for class towards it, so it's just additional. You might have one of your mentors send you, hey, there's this thing happening in a couple of days, and they could use help with this. And I believe at one point we had talked about Marcus going to talk to Doppelganger, but that might be in a couple of sessions. You're still hurt, because Doppelganger might have answers for what's going on with your powers.
Oh, true. I might tag somebody to come with me, because I don't want to talk to Doppelganger myself. That's scary.
It's also going to take some time for your dad for Felix to arrange that. You have been listening to Queen City Supers, a graveyard tape side story using the game Masks. Masks: A New Generation is a superhero role-playing game in which a team of young heroes fights villains, saves lives, and tries to figure out who they are. Featuring Caitlin as Madigan, aka Scarlet Sentinel, the Janus. Jess as Bethany Bertolucci, aka Glider, the Beacon. Ian as Marcus, aka Kid Phoenix, the Doomed. Emily Anderson as Rowan, aka Livewire, the Scion. And Brianna Jean as the Keeper and Producer.